Hello guys, welcome to Direwolf20 again. Yeah, I recorded some yesterday, and at the end of the day, I went to check how the recording went because I realized that my headphones were a little blowed out. So it turns out the video that I was recording for Tuesday did work, but the one I did Monday was not. My headphones are on weird as well. Sorry, 1 second. Here we go. What are you doing in here, Ella? It's not your kitchen. Jason, tell her to get out of your kitchen. No, she's getting crumbs all over your stuff. Good lord. Anyways, just a little bit of clearing out this because this still goes on overnight, so a lot of stuff is produced by these guys. I'm not going to introduce this to the system. I know it's not fast enough that it would fill up, but it would annoy the crap in me to have to go into the system to get these guys food and carrots and potatoes and stuff and seeds and whatnot, even though they technically don't need seeds because they just automatically still have the plant there because they kind of just right click, drop off some food with ya. I'm hoping that there's more racks in the next upgrade because that would be the most amazing thing to me, because then I don't have to worry so much about food on their side, because then they won't put as much in here. They'll have most of it in the actual restaurant, which I wouldn't mind making a second one for the sake of, you know, having the actual food go somewhere else as well. I should actually remove some from here so we can drop off his inventory before he starts complaining about it. But yeah, I just toggled downfall a minute ago. Good lord. The game does not like me today with its spread. That was again a voice crack. I talked about that in the stream. I barely ever have voice cracks. Why are there 63? Why are there 63 baked potatoes in here? Good lord. These guys are weird. I don't think they understand the difference between a dead one and a live one. I should say one that can be grown and one that's to be eaten. That's more baked potatoes there. Yeah. There's plenty of crap that this thing has to pull out of it. These guys honestly have like so much food. It is ridiculous how much food they have. But eventually we'll actually be running low. And that is when we actually start building more houses and more jobs. Which is funny because like that is the only one of those I'm gonna have. That is the only no, not that one. The miner over there is the only one I'm gonna have of them, and that's why I put them not too far from each other, hoping that it would just go. A runner would go to them and go right to them. Then when they're done, run stuff into there. But I haven't seen any in there yet. But the most we're pretty much gonna have over again is these guys. This because the wool is awesome, and the meat that they produce goes right to there. This because more food, and we can figure out if I can figure out how this person will actually get sugar so they can produce pumpkin pie, and also cocoa beans so they can produce cookies. And then I'm pretty sure these guys are fine farm-wise, because in all honesty, we're still missing out on like something they could grow, and I don't know whether or not cocoa beans are actually on that list, and that's why they asked for them.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Yeah, sorry about this. These guys are really loud in my ears, so
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
they're way louder than me. They're way louder than I am.
I'll be back. 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 I'll be back.
Yes, 5 raiders left. Okay.
I'll be
4
back.
left. 3 left.
I'll be back.
2 left.
I'll
I mean,
be
3.
back.
Yeah, 3 left still. 2 left. 1 left after him.
I'll be back.
So now it's just the wild goose chase for the last one. There he is. Never mind. I thought it would be one of those situations again where he's somewhere hidden in the frickin' trees. I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees, and the trees speak Vietnamese. Ugh. Memes. It's funny because all these memes that I would actually say to you guys, I don't know. I don't come up with situations for until after they're actually funny. So yeah, let's let these people get to their jobs, and the builder's not doing anything, right? I think the last thing we needed to do was that. We finished that in the last episode, I think. Yeah. Oh, that is an issue. Well, it's not something that... You know what? I'll fix it myself. There we go. 'Cause it's just a... There. Yeah, see? All fixed up. You wouldn't be able to be even able to tell that this was destroyed. This destroyed that. I honestly didn't think it would actually overlap enough to do that, but alright. I mean, that means that this will do that every so often when it's being upgraded, but that's fine. I mean, that's reasonable. And I don't know why this person produces so much more than this person when this person is level 5 in this. With their level 18 work. Oh god. Lord, dude. I'm doing all his work for him here. Yeah, and still, like, this person has that many pigs at almost all times, and he has, like, a bunch of cows, but none of them are being killed because he can't tell where they are. At the moment, these guys are really truly self-sustaining. They just have the problem of storage because they produce stuff that's not for them, like mainly the wool and stuff like that. Because what I do with the wool now is I take the wool out of put it into the system. When I put it into the system, I then put it into the squeezer, which turns the wool into string. That string goes into making more storage for us. But I'm thinking that the next best thing might be to make, because, you know, I want to be able to take breaks from this world without the storage thing getting filled up. And I know there's technically a lot of storage for it. I mean, it's like seriously a ton of storage that this has, but well, compared to like normal Minecraft stuff, trying to make stuff look good and be functional at the same time. Usually you don't end up with stuff like that. But in this, it's like ridiculous because empty, fine, full, not empty. Actually, these guys are wearing through their food, which is actually kind of interesting to see. For once, they're actually getting through a bunch of their food, which means that it's probably in here, which means I'll need to just give it to the dude. So I'll go through grabbing meat first a minute here so I can get all that out of the way, and any food, because I see some baked potatoes in here.
My
Yeah, whoever recorded that line, you gotta do that again, because in all honesty, that sounds way too off because of the like the you hear the like airiness of it. Like you could hear that it was recorded on a mic that wasn't made for recording. Like I'll give you that your voice you are saying your line correctly. You are definitely putting the kind of emotion that needs to be in that kind of line. But it's just ridiculous. People are messaging me. I don't want to respond because some of this is some stuff that I'm not part of. Jeez. Also, can I say this? That this upstairs area actually, I would love. Sneeze again. I would love to go to a building like this that's a restaurant, because I've always just liked that kind of charmed up place that's just like, oh, it's simply just a wooden building that's probably been around for a long time. And it is interesting to see something as such. That is a nice amount of melons. I'm going to put this in to the system. I avoided saying something that could be strewn as lewd. Sorry. Also, I don't know why, but I'm kind of sniffly. Well, if you couldn't tell, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, this guy's got blocks of coal. Hopefully, he'll actually start putting those blocks of coal in. Wait, are blocks of coal more efficient? Let's actually look this up real quick. All right. So let's look up coal. So coal on its own in a smelting furnace is, these usually show how many ticks. Whereas, why are you not showing me ticks? There's usually a thing that like ends up being a ticks. For how many ticks does coal last? Where is that? Somewhere here it's going to show me. I know it. Wait, no, I need to do that, because then I can go here. Fuel, it smelts 8 items. For this, 80 items at 8 blocks. Interesting. So how much does 1 do then? So that was 8, so that makes it 10. Huh. Does that make coal more efficient? Wait. You know what? Let me look this up outside of here just in case I'm just being crazy. How many... You know, actually, let me do this on here so you guys can see as well. How many ticks does a possum eat? No. Block of coal last in... Oh. Okay. 1 block lasts 800 seconds, which is 80 items. Ah, okay. Interesting. So 1 does 80 items. So it's actually way more. It's almost like having, instead of 10 pieces of coal, you make it using 9, and that's a lot of perfectly pourable manual now. Pour. Beautiful purple. Oh, look at it flow out there. Yeah. This is broken. I'm going to have Tara come on and teach me how to actually work with this so I can then set up multiple of these now. I'm probably going to ask him if we can move it maybe a little bit to just this way a little bit so I can actually continue to build up here and it doesn't... I'm worried that it actually could start taking down from these, which in all honesty, I mean, that's the point of having these here, was because they're here to be cut down. But, you know, I would like... It would be easier if we had, you know, individual farms for them. Plus, I also needed to cut these down because spruce needs spruce. I need spruce. Wild cherry. Why are these? Oh, these. Oh, there's something different here. There's something different about this one, obviously. So let's put these two down. We'll see what happens there, because that's interesting. I haven't had anything, two of the same saplings not be able to be stacked yet. So that'll be a adventure. Okay, so who needs stuff? Alright, so one axe, we can do an iron axe, no, diamond axe, iron axe, stone axe, diamond axe, oh wait, no, actually just diamond axe, stone axe, 3 oak wood slabs. Yeah, so we need 2 diamond axe. So you needed it. Actually, you know what? Let's sleep first so I can get them all into their positions so I can give it directly to them. Fulfilling requests of my own, because the miner isn't going to do anything yet, and I don't know if you actually can get them to craft stuff. Like tools and stuff that people need, because the most needed tool is axes, and that's like from everything from that to that. But let's actually check my butterfly farm right here. Yeah, all my butterfly bros here. Look at them all. They're all happy, flying around. Is that no peeps? Oh, there's 2 cocoons, 3 cocoons, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cocoons. One time I counted like 28 or something like that. It was cool. I like having that little thing there. It's kind of cool to just come across little butterflies all swarming around a little area. I really wish it told you like how what these guys actually need to make those pumpkin pies and stuff, because they have the eggs, the pumpkins, but they don't have the sugar. So it makes me wonder. But if I tell this person, I know because I have had this glitch happen twice. That if I tell them to make any of this other stuff, they will ask for the stuff, and then even if I disable it, they will ask for it for a long while. Let's also drop off stuff now. You needed an axe, right? Can you have a diamond axe? No, you cannot. That's right. Axe. So let's give you a stone axe. Actually, I think you can take an iron axe, right? There we go. Have an iron axe. He's going to kill off some chickens, obviously. Avis needed one, right? Let's give you shears and an axe. Yeah, you're good now. Stockpiling some wool over here. The cool thing about this is only level 4, so, or level 3, no, 4. It's got to be level 4. Is it level 4? I didn't actually check. I didn't actually see. It is level 4, so one more upgrade is still within this thing's blood. And I would like to see that fence go. If in level 5 it's not, this fence doesn't go, then I'm gonna probably remove it. Because it annoys me that are all right here when there's 2 areas for them. Doesn't make sense to me. The lumberjack needed one. There you go. Yeah, he started eating. That means he's gonna do it. Then who else needed one? I have a feeling somebody needed one. Was it Ella? Do you need an axe? Do you have an axe? Yeah, you do. It's almost broken, but it's fine. I'm gonna put this into here. And then continue clearing out stuff. Good lord. Ugh. All seeds in that one. I'll actually start leaving some of the pumpkins in here. Since I actually want them. Immediately grabs the pumpkins again. No, not those, those. There we go. And then drop everything off. That. It might seem pointless to kind of pull this stuff out of here. Because what if they ask for it? Well, the problem with that is they don't always get it. Sometimes it just gets stuck somewhere in the code. It's just like, oh, okay. And then it never gets delivered, and the person just stands there like, okay. But it seems to only really happen with blocks. I've noticed that it really just happens to blocks. Let's go actually try to fill in this out now. No? Why am I putting it in there? That in there, and these go over here. I think I've already said this, but I don't remember if I did recently, but these guys eat way better than we do. We have jerky, and that's it. These have all this different kinds of food. I mean, eventually, when I actually start having maybe my own grid system that's just for my farm stuff, which I might just end up doing on my own, because I think I can figure it out. It doesn't seem to be too hard to actually set up a grid. It's just that you need to have a grid, some storage areas, which I'm probably just gonna craft another one out of that thing over there, and then shove the discs in, and you're pretty much set after you do that. I mean, other than I'll probably be linking everything up off camera, but yeah, I don't actually know if there's actual facades for. Let me actually look that up, see if there's like. So I'm gonna look at storage. Yeah, refined storage. Let's see here. It doesn't seem like there is actual facades. Ooh, a portable grid? Actually, yeah. Looking at the actual grids and stuff, these aren't that hard to craft. Yeah. We got some really easy to work with mods when it comes to storage. I seen the open computers thing though. I really don't know anything about open computers. I've only seen it ever used once, and it was in a mod pack, but it was not. It was like one of those challenge things where you have to do stuff. And yeah, the way that they were told what they had to do was a computer screen, which I think was open computers. I might be wrong. I know it was 1.12 as well. It wasn't too long ago that I started watching them, and then they beat it really early on. I was like, oh, okay. It's odd to actually have some stuff to leave in this system as well, other than just tools now. Because like wheat and stuff I leave in here, but all this stuff just goes. Takes forever to put all this stuff in, I know. I mean, back here we can actually look in 38,000, 43,000, 38,000. Luckily those hold up to 2 billion, so we're really fine. In my mind I always think less of numbers. I always think bigger numbers are smaller than they are, and I feel like we're going to reach that cap event really quickly, but at the same time I'm just like, yeah, we have a cobblestone generator that is like absolutely fantastic when it comes to generating cobble, and we still haven't filled up. It's at like what now? 35 million. 35 million out of 2 billion. 100 and something million. These black hole storage tanks are awesome for but black hole storage things are only for single items, so whatever you are doing that's going to be like a billion of this, it's a billion of this, you know. It's the reason I put the 3 things that we're going to be producing from these guys like crazy in that they're already doing here, because these guys don't know what to do with the seeds now because they don't need them because of other mods, and we don't need them because of other mods, and they don't need them because there's no other farms. I can't wait to actually start having just a big old thing, because like at this point really all we need is houses, but those people that join that enter here need jobs, so those jobs need to be given, and those given jobs need to have their specific, you know, requirements of, oh, we used to have a fisherman here, and they were always complained every so often about not being close enough to water. I think I might, like I said, rebuild that fisherman hut, but instead, actually the way it was supposed to be built, which is actually above the water, which this whole time I didn't actually realize that they're meant to be kind of like tree houses. These deliverymen can be the last things that we upgrade, in all honesty, because they're just there to well, Terra's on, but yeah, they're just there to kind of fill out the needs. And I know this episode's been mainly me doing this, but it's kind of my excuse, I guess I should say. It's kind of an excuse, is that well, the Monday video actually had a lot of me running back and forth and getting all these resources to people, these guys, so that a bunch of buildings could be built and finished within the episode, and that's what happened. There was about like maybe 3 more buildings than there were in the video I recorded after, which was the Tuesday which was the now Monday video, from Tuesday to Monday now, kind of thing. There's a creeper there. He didn't even get time to notice me. I think that is all of it. Yeah, that's all of it. That's all of it that's in the system in here right now. So let's head on out over here and Yeah, they have plenty of food right now. That's for sure. I mean, I hear a furnace still going, but I don't see one. Oh, it's these two back here. Yeah. They're gonna have plenty of food for a long while. Well, until we actually need a second restaurant. Which I could tell. I wish you could tell more people to work in a single place. Because this kind of restaurant looks like it would be run by at least 2 people. Because one chef, one waiter is really how it works. But Jason is a real MVP. Where is he? There he is. This dude's a real MVP because he's actually doing both jobs at the same time. Yep. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, wow, he's having trouble logging on. Ooey. Oofy. Usually it takes like 1 or 2 tries to get on, but it seems like he's having trouble getting on at all. It's pretty bad. That's a big oofer. It's a big oofy boy. Sorry, just killing these zombies. You need to figure out where they keep coming from. Seems like it's just right here. Reason being, villagers. I want to actually have this village soon up and running. But until then, guys, bye-bye. Time to soar up into the sky! Oh, there was a cloud. That was weird for a second there. I thought I died.